Now, Jermell said that it was bullshit that he's been stripped of the belt. Any thoughts on that?
Bullshit. Year and a half. Year and a half I was supposed to fight him. You know? Year and a half. And then he had the deadline. Rules are rules. There should be justice, you know? You can't just hold a division, you know? It's wrong. So if he wants that belt back, then bring the other 3 along with it. Because I want all 4.
So you're still happy to fight him if he comes back down?
Well, 100%. 100%. He's already talking about coming down, which means that he already knows that he's going to lose to to Canelo.
Now, there's talks of a potential fight with Mendoza on the horizon for yourself. Why is that fight sort of an interest? Why are you so interested in that fight?
Well, the Mendoza fight does interest me a lot because, you know, I think we're the two men in the super welterweight division, besides the other bloke who doesn't fight and goes up to other 2 weight divisions, you know. We're the 2 that are up there at the top.
What does he bring to the fight that you need to be mindful of? What are his strengths and how can you exploit his weaknesses?
Everything he brings, you know, everything. But people forget he needs to remember what I bring as well. So that's the clash of the boxing, you know. It's a fight for each other's will and who's going to grab that will first, you know.
Sort of, how do you look back on your career in the last 2-3 years and sort of what you've achieved?
Look, the funny thing is I keep chasing myself. I keep chasing what I want to be and what I want to become. So what I was chasing 3 years ago, I'm not content now. And for me, it's not an achievement. Before, everything used to be about, I want to become a world champion. Now it's just like, it's different. It's different. I want the big names. I want to be recognized. You know, I don't want belts to be what I chase or to be part of what it is. I want just stuff what gets me up every morning, you know.
Now, this is the first time we've spoken since news came that you will be elevated to full champion. I guess, how does that sit with you and how proud are you of that achievement?
Yeah, well, look, now forever in the history books, the name Tim Tszyu will be written there forever as time goes past. So yeah, I guess it is a great achievement, but I'm excited for what's ahead. And what's ahead is sometimes I just sit there and envision, never envision what's going to happen to this extent. But yeah, it's not, I wouldn't say it's scary, but I'd say it's exciting.
Your brother's fight week's finally here. I guess, what's your overall impression of this fight week?
Nikita's zoned in. He's zoned in. The nerves are gone. Like I saw him in the last press conference we were talking. It was a bit more nerve-wracking for him. This one is in a different zone.
Why do you think that is?
Comfort, being able to, handle what the fights that have been presented to him, the progression, the comfort, what he's been putting in the gym, the hard work, all of that creates confidence.
I guess, what improvements have you seen in him in the gym?
He's bashing people up. He's bashing people up, but not emotionally, but strategically. That's the big difference. You know, people think Nikita's just a banger that's just going to walk forward and just start cracking, punching on. He did that in his first 2 fights. That's it. He won the Nationals as an amateur 3-4 times, and there's a reason for that, you know.
What would you like to see him? Is there anything you'd like to see him do more of or improve on, or what would you like to see from him in this fight?
In my opinion, I want to see him have a few more rounds. I think not having, for it to just finish real early is not the best thing. You want to get in there, get comfortable, feel the ring, feel it all, and get everything you can from the energy around it.
What's sort of your biggest memory of your fight with Jack? How do you look back on that night?
I remember I remember Jack just running forward, but he was trained by Jeff Fennick, so it was sort of like come forward and try to do that Jeff Fennick pressure. It was. I remember he had heavy hands. He landed this jab that sort of never rattled me, but I just remember he had heavy hands. But besides that, I remember him really gassing. I remember him really breathing from his mouth. And then I just wish that that Tao didn't come in too early.